Angel Reese makes strides on Caitlin Clark's Forte amid Fever Star's slump, the sophomore slump. You must be wondering, is that even real? Well, it kinda is. It's not just some made-up sports myth. At the heart of it all is one thing: transition. Think about it like your second year in college. Everything suddenly shifts. Maybe you're rethinking your major, switching friend groups, or just feeling out of place. Athletes aren't immune to that. Whether it's mental, physical, or just the pressure, year two hits differently. And for stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, it's showing up loud and clear, especially in the form of a good old shooting slump. Now don't get it wrong, this slump doesn't mean everything's going downhill. There's also growth, especially when you look at what Reese has been up to in Chicago. Sure, the Sky hasn't exactly been crushing it this season. And yes, that viral clip of Angel missing 4 straight putback attempts against the Liberty back on May 22nd was brutal. Social media had a field day with it. But she's still crashing the boards. That effort never left. But for the Sky to actually start winning games, Reese knew she had to do more than rebound. Well, she's doing exactly that. With Courtney Vandersloot out for the season, Reese has tapped into a whole different skill set, one most people didn't even know she had. She used to be a point guard back in the day, and it's showing now. Against the Sun, she started flashing those passing chops, and suddenly point forward Angel Reese was reborn. She is making moves in a stat we usually only link to Caitlin Clark: assists. Reese is currently 3rd in the league for highest increase in assists per game compared to last season. Last year, she averaged just 1.9. This season, she's up to 3.6. That's a plus 1.7 jump. Then came her biggest flex yet, her first career triple-double. 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. That wasn't just another stat line. That was a statement that she's going deeper into her bag and starting to shape a role kind of like Alyssa Thomas. You know, not a volume shooter, but incredibly smart with her looks. Thomas usually takes 5 to 8 shots a night, focuses around the paint, boards hard, and finds open teammates. Now, while Reese is starting to expand her game, the spotlight and the pressure is still very much on Clark. And well, we all know how that's going. Before she was sidelined with a groin injury, her numbers had dipped big time. Over her last 3 games, she shot just 27.7% from the field, 13 of 47, and a wild 4.3% from deep, 1 of 23. But even in the slump, she's been doing everything else. Against the Aces, she had 10 assists. Then 9 more against Golden State. And again, a solid passing game against Seattle. Her vision's still sharp, and she's keeping the fever moving. Right now, she's averaging 8.5 assists per game, which is one of the best in the league. So the shots haven't been falling, but she is still contributing. But that's where the injury comes in, which could explain the shooting woes. Caitlin Clark's 3-point slump has been one of the biggest headlines in the WNBA this past week. But you know, actually the entire league seems to be going through it right now. Basketball analyst Trista Crick laid it out plain and simple on Threads with a June 26 post, and the numbers were kinda shocking. Sabrina Ionescu was 2, 4, 17 from deep in her last 2 games. Paige Buecher's also 2, 4, 17 in her last 5. Marina Mabrey, Kelsey Plum, Eric Ogunbowale, Chelsea Gray, Brianna Stewart. Same story, different names. Everyone's struggling to find the bottom of the net. Even Brianna Stewart's 6, 4, 20 stretch from 3 over 7 games. And it's not just shooters. Aya Wilson's name doesn't even appear on that list, but she's feeling it too. By her standards, it's a down year. She's still putting up 21.3 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 3.5 assists, but her scoring is down from last year's 26.9 ppg, and she's shooting a career-low 44% from the field. Her defensive presence is still elite, but the drop in efficiency is clear. Dig a little deeper and there's something even more interesting. Wilson's highest shot volume comes from close range. Over 80% of her attempts are within 14 feet of the basket. And yet, she's shooting just 30% from 5 to 9 feet out. That's the lowest percentage from anywhere on the floor for her. So she's still getting to her spots, just not converting like she used to. So what's going on? Why are the league's biggest stars all missing shots at the same time? Well, Kelsey Plum had an answer. Responding to Crick's post on Instagram, she dropped a simple answer, "'Cause we're tired faced with years of joy." She's probably not wrong. This season, the WNBA added 4 more regular season games, bumping the total from 40 to 44. But they didn't extend the length of the season to accommodate those extra matchups. So what we've got now is a jam-packed schedule that's leaving very little room for rest or